Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make your first MIDI recording using Cubase. I've set up this very simple little project here. I'm not going to go into all those settings. I'm hoping you know how to set up a basic MIDI instrument. If you don't, there are videos by me and lots of other lovely people who can explain how to do it. I'm going to record a little simple loop, and then I'm going to show you the essential editing tools that allows me to control my recording, edit my recording, fix mistakes, all that kind of thing. So first thing, I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to make a recording. Now to do that today, I'm going to use the asterisk key on the notepad. That's the shortcut for record. I could use the transport bar if I wanted. I just hit F2, by the way, function 2, F2 gets me the transport bar. But for today's session, I'm not going to confuse things by using that as well. We'll leave the settings of that for another video another day. I'm going to hit the asterisk button. Here we go. How's that? Wasn't that amazing? So there's my simple little loop. First thing, it's a bit small, isn't it? I can't really see what's going on. So the next very useful tip, find letter G and find letter H in the middle of your keyboard. H zooms in and G zooms out. So I'm going to go to about there. Hold down the Shift key now and do the same thing with G and H, and you change the size of the part again. Here we go. Basically, you make it fatter. That's a better view, isn't it? Now I'm going to go back to the beginning. I just hit number 1, by the way. Number 1 locates back to the beginning, as long as your locator down here is on 1. Again, I'm not going to worry about locators for today. So here we are at the beginning of my lovely little recording. Let's have a listen. I'm going to hit the space bar to make it play. There we go. Now then, the first thing, quantizing. I'm hoping you know what quantizing is. Letter Q is the shortcut. I was playing to eighth notes, to quavers, so I'm going to change my quantize to eighth notes, and now it's going to move everything I played to the nearest quaver. Here we go, letter Q. There we go. Let's have a listen. Sounds amazing to me. There we go. Now I'm going to do my first piece of editing. Now, look at the numbers on the top of your keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the numbers on the keypad, the numbers on the actual QWERTY keyboard itself. They give you the basic tools. So number 3, I've just hit number 3. That gives me the scissors. So I'm going to cut my recording there, because I don't want this bit. And I'm going to now hit number 5, which gives me the rubber. There we go. There's my first bit of editing. Now my mouse is now a rubber. If I click on this, it disappears. I'm going to undo my mistake with Control Z. Hello, there you are again. Now I'm going to hit number 1 on the top of the screen, on the top of my QWERTY, sorry. And there we go. Up here, you can also get all these tools. There's the scissors, look, it even tells you the number, but I tend to use the shortcuts all the time. The next thing to talk about is the grid and what we call snapping. So at the moment, look, if I try and drag this, watch, I can go to there, I can go to, oh, I can't go anywhere. So I can start at bar 2, but I can't move my part. It jumps to bar 3. Why does it do that? Well, what we've got called snap is on. This is the snap button here. The shorthand, the shortcut even, is letter J. Now I've turned off the snap by hitting letter J. Now I've turned the snap back on. Now it's off. And watch, I can now move anywhere I want. Well, that's perfect for some jobs, but for this particular piece, which is quantized and has 4 beats in a bar, we don't want that. I want to move everything to the beginning of each bar. So I'm going to turn my snap back on, and this time I'm going to change to quantize. So now I've got the snap on. What's my quantize? It's eighths. So look, I can now move it exactly to quavers. There we go. And now I'm going to change it to my quantize to, what should we go to? Crotchet. So now it'll only let me move it to the nearest crotchet. That's called the snap. Letter J, on and off, is the shortcut to turn your snap on and off. Well, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. This is part 1. In part 2, I'll show you more editing top tips, how to make notes longer, shorter, how to change notes, and other useful shortcuts and editing devices. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye bye.